Hey, welcome to the chair with James. I'm gonna do a Week 16 Raider review and preview, but before that, gotta talk about Week 15. Obviously, didn't go the way that I wanted or any other Raider fan wanted. Playing against the Chargers at home, I was hoping for a victory, and then maybe feel a little more confident in getting a playoff spot. But again, a lot of it would bank on everybody else losing pretty much. Uh, but that's going to be so much tougher now. With the loss to the Chargers, started off on the first drive with Derek Carr getting hurt, and with Mariota coming in, I didn't know what to expect because Mariota just came back. Um, I thought he was out pretty much the whole going to be out the whole season, but he came back 3 weeks ago on the bench and was a backup, and now he had to play. He did really well, running with his feet, making the short passes. Josh Jacobs did well, running and catching. Darren Waller was great, but it seemed like everybody else just didn't have it. I mean, Aguilar did well, but not that much. And then Renfro got hit in the head and landed on his neck wrong, and that looked really bad. But he's so tough. They never got a penalty for that. I was shocked about that. Um just a defense. I could spend an hour on them. They were letting all these third down conversions happen and letting Justin Herbert have time to do whatever he wanted. That hurt. When you get no pass rush, when you get nothing happening up front, you give anyone a time of day and they'll make something happen, and they did that. Uh, Happened to go to overtime just because their kicker badly missed a field goal that would have won it, but it was from far away. If I remember correctly, they had a penalty to move it back 5 yards, I believe, which made a difference for sure as it went to the left. But Raiders won the coin toss, could only score a field goal on the first drive. Then the Chargers, down 3, scored 6 and won the game 30-27. Hilbert went up the middle to score, and it just sucks the life out of me because I never want to lose at all, lose to a divisional opponent, but especially the Chargers. I don't want to lose to them, and losing to them, it just sucked really. So the Raiders go to 7-7. Baltimore's ahead, 9-5. Pretty much. Everybody in front would have to lose out. The Raiders would have to win out and hope, but it's the same thing as last year. Have a great start, bye week comes, have a horrible game, win a couple, but then lose so many games. It really sucks. Should be winning, should be in it. I don't feel like it. 2% chance of getting to the playoffs. It just seems like there's no way. Well, so we'll move on to Week 16 against the Dolphins at home. And the injury report is pretty bad. Colin Farrell was going to be out anyway. Seems like he's been out a long time. He came back but got hurt again. Just unfortunate. Needed someone on that line to make a difference, and it seems like nobody is. But there's players on the COVID list. Eric Harris, the safety, Tanner Muse, Kawakowski, Morrow, And then Malik Collins is on IR, and then Maurice Hurst, the defensive tackle, is questionable. Needs something, needs someone. But all these guys, see if they pass the test and see if they can play. But I'll tell you, it's demoralizing to see that, and that's basically the defense. It's questionable because of COVID, and it's just demoralizing, honestly. So what can you do? Well, on a special Saturday night, the Raiders and Dolphins will play. And of course, rivals with the Dolphins for many years, many years. And checking out them, they get Myles Gaskin back off the COVID list. He'll be in and out of the lineup, and he's had some good games this year. So it's just another guy to worry about. Also, they had some injuries last week. Devontae Parker, Mike Krzyzewski, Jakeem Grant were all out. Krzyzewski will be limited, and that's a good thing for the Raiders because he's a tight end that'll eat you up. He's not Waller, but he's unexpectedly real good. Really, really good. With Tua, has his up and downs, but if he runs the ball, if he does well with just making the right passes and doing whatever he needs to do to win, he'll do it. I just couldn't believe that, the Dolphins, no matter what, after their bye week, they were going to go with Ryan Fitzpatrick, and they did. So they did that, and it seems to be working out. So it's just it's amazing that did happen. And the Dolphins, they're in it, and nobody really had them in it at all. They thought, oh, well, maybe they'll be a 4 or 5 win team and not really do well. For the injuries, Shaq Lawson, their defensive end, is out. Eric Flowers is questionable up front. Jakeem Grant, Devontae Parker, Krzyzewski, they're all questionable, but I believe some of them will play. It's just such a important game for them to play, as they're trying to keep a playoff spot and not lose it to Baltimore. So I know they're going to come with their best. The Raiders, defensively, I don't know what their best is. I don't know what they... Week 5 in Kansas City, I guess that was the ceiling. And they couldn't go up anymore when you think about it. So it's really depressing to see that and to know that. It's just sad, but the Dolphins, of course, like I said, in their playoff spot, they're trying to maintain. They're 9-5 now, and they're just trying to win out. And they have the Raiders, and then they have Buffalo. So, and Buffalo already beat the Raiders, and they've won a division. It's the first time since 9-5, and that's a great feeling. And I haven't had that in since 2002. So, that's pretty depressing to think about as well. So for the game, the keys. If Carr is playing, to keep him upright, I do not think he's going to run. Has the injury to his leg, and he's going to be airing it out or giving it to Jacobs. And the Miami Dolphins know that. So they're going to be on the run, and they're going to cover the passing very well if they're smart enough. And their defense is really good. Miami's defense, I wish I had them. And they have a lot of names that really no one knows. They have the high-priced Jones that came from Dallas off of free agency, and he's done pretty well for him. And I only wish my free agent players did well defensively, but they haven't this year. So I hope for the defense to make Tua make bad decisions and throw picks, some fumbles. Don't let him out of your sight if you're the linebackers. If he takes off, get him, strip the ball. Play with some type of heart defense. It just seems like the offense is, but not the defense. And that's really depressing to know that. So, God willing, we'll get the win on national TV. And keep hope alive. But, again, the Ravens have to lose. And then with us being the Dolphins, maybe we got a shot. But more has to happen. More has to happen for us to win. So, and the Ravens, of course, they're playing the Giants, and you saw how the Giants did on Sunday. That doesn't look too promising at all. So, I don't know what to say, but hopefully the Raiders get the win. It seems like every game I'm saying to myself, they'll win, but it won't be easy. And nothing seems like, it is, of course, but hopefully win by a field goal or just something where they can overpower the Dolphins and win. But I'll say my prayers and hope. So hopefully like a 27-24 victory or 23-20 where Carlson hits the field goal and feel good about a win. But we'll see. We will see. So, that's been it for the Raider preview of Week 16. We also looked back at Week 15 and how disappointing that was. And with the long layoff, going from a Thursday to the day after Christmas, just hoping for a win and stay in it. That's all you can do. If you got a chance, just win out. That's all you can do. So, that's been the preview and the prediction. See you next week for maybe the last Raider preview of 2020 as they face the Denver Broncos. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Later.